Hey guys, welcome to the third video of the series Algorithms in JavaScript. So in this video, we'll talk about an algorithm. The algorithm's name is sliding window algorithm. So it is a very popular algorithm and so it is very helpful in very helpful in solving problems in linear time, right? Solving problems in linear time. Okay, so linear time in the sense is O of n is linear, O of 1 is linear, but yeah, it's not possible to solve in O of 1, of course, but yeah, in O of n time, which is very efficient, which is considered to be very efficient. So this algorithm can lead to the problem consuming the linear time complexity, right? So better try it if you wanna make your program faster. Use this algorithm then. Okay, now, so what is a sliding window algorithm? So basically the sliding window algorithm, so just look at the word sliding window algorithm. So a window that slides, right? A window that slides, right? A window that slides. So this is what it is, right? A window that slides. It's an algorithm where we take a window and we keep sliding that window until we found a result, until we came to some conclusion, right? Okay, now let's move ahead. And something happened with the zoom. Okay, now so I've written something, but yeah, it's pretty much helpful. So this is a sliding window technique, and so here, see what it is written here is, this is good for saving time to run the programs, single order time complexity, right? O of n, right? So this is what I told you guys, like this is very helpful in solving the problems in a single order. So this problem is very beneficial, very beneficial on iterables, right? Iterables in the sense any data structure which is iterable, like an array, right? Like a string, like an array, like a string. Okay, now I have took an example of an array, right? This is an array. Okay, now let's see, this is every element of the array, which is index 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So with this algorithm, we take a window. This is a window, right? And we keep moving this window one by one, incrementing by one, right? Incrementing by one to the next, then to the next, then to the next, then to the next, to the next. And in every window, we do some operations in order to find a result based on the requirements, whatever the requirements may be, right? Okay. Now, so there are some prerequisites for this algorithm, right? You must know the size of the window. That should be fixed, right? You must know the size of the window you want to take, right? If your window size is 2, you might increment that window by one by one. If your window size is 2, then you will increment this window. This will be this, now this, right? Window size is 3, right? Okay, now we have to find the windows. We have to find the window and its size, right? If you know the size, you know the window, right? Okay, now what the window will start from the beginning, maybe in some cases not from the beginning, but yeah, in most cases the window will start from the beginning, right, to the size, until the size, and compute whatever required. I told you, right? Just we do some operations on every window based on the requirements, and on that window, so on that window we do some operations, and then again move to next window by incrementing the previous window by one. So we do increment a previous window and move to next window, right? Then we move to next window until the end, right? Now we repeat these operations until we find a result, and until we came to some conclusion, right? So there are some common questions based on these based on this algorithm, which is sliding window technique, sliding window algorithm, whatever you may call it. But yeah, the very popular questions: longest substring without repetition or permutations in a string, right? So today we'll talk about a very amazing problem, which is permutations in string. So what is the question? So question is permutations. Let me do one thing. Okay. Question is permutations in a string. So the question is, we have two strings s1 and s2. What we need to find is, we need to tell if any substring of s1, any permutation of s1 is in s2. To mean, this question means like, if you find any substring, any permutation of s1, then this should be in s2, right? Any substring, any permutation of s1 should be the substring of s2, right? Substring of s2. So any permutation of s1 should be the substring of s2. Let's take an example. Let's say we have s1 is equal to ab and s2 is equals to c d b a g h. Then you see the permutations of ab can be a b b a, right? So this s2 contains b a, right? Then s1, then this will return true. So we have to return true if any permutation of s1 is in s2. In other words, if any permutation of s1 is a substring of s2, right? So this is a pure classic problem of sliding window techniques. So how? Let me tell you. So here, let's see what is the target. Our target is to find a permutation of s1 in s2, right? So let's take a window size, right? We have to find a window size. Let's take an example, right? s1 is equals to ab and s2 is equals to c d b a g h, right? So our window size will be 2, because this is our window size. This is our maximum window size. This is our window size. This, okay. Now, so our window size will be this, and we will keep on searching for this window in S2, and we will keep on incrementing. So what we will do is, let's take, these are alphabets, right? So we'll take some two arrays, like S1 data you can take, S2 data you can take. We'll fill them with up to 26, because there are 26 letters in English, right? 26. Fill them with 0. And you know, I told you, like, our window size is 2. So we'll run a loop till s1 that dot length, and we will fill this data increment by 1. So whenever we find our characters, increment our data by 1 whenever, based on the location of the character. So location of A will be a location in S1 data will be, the ASCII code of A is 97. So what we can do is, we can take S1 data. So we have to increment the index of S1 data by 1 wherever A is located, right? So where A is located, A might be located in A minus 97. So ASCII code of A is 97. So this will be 0. So A will be located at 0. Will take the 0th index by 1. Same, B is 1. Will increment the 1 index by 1. So similarly we will do with S2. So do with s2, same s2 data. So for first two characters would be, first two characters of s2 would be cd, right? cd. So for cd, what will be? C is 3, so third will be 1. Okay, yeah, 0 1, no, c is 2, right? 2 will be 1, and d is 3, 3 will be 1. Okay, now second or third, so this will be 1 and 1, and this will be 1 and 1. Okay, now we will run a loop. So this is our window, right? This is our window. So we will slide this s1, we will slide s1 on s2 until s1 equal to data equal to s2 data. So we will keep on sliding s1 data on s2 data, and we will keep incrementing values of the visited values till we find that s1 data is completely similar to s2 data, and will return true. And when that is true, when that is our s1 data will never change. If when the s1 data is equal to s2 data, because we are taking a window of 2, right? If we increment this by 1, if we increment this by 1, if we decrement some time, if we, so we are not incrementing the windows, we are incrementing the indexes, right? We will move to cd. Now we are at cd, we will move to db, we are at ba. When we move to ba, the index of b and a will reflect in s2 data, right here, right? Now when that will happen, we will check if s2 data and s1 data are equal, and then we will return true, right? So let's go in the code and see how things happen. So you see, what we are doing is, we are first checking if s1 dot length is greater than s2 dot length, then we will return false straightforward. Because if you want some permutations of s1 to be in s2, then s1 length should be equal to or less than s2 length, right? So now that's a condition, and this is the same condition, the line number 29 30 is same condition, indicating initializing the array of 26 characters, 26 length, because in English there are 26 characters, 26 alphabets. So we'll fill them with 0, and we will run a window size of s1 dot length. We will run a loop of s1 dot length, because our window size is s1 dot length, right? And we will increment, we will fill those arrays s1 data and s2 data with the location of those alphabets, right? Char code s1 dot char code in JavaScript returns the character code of that character, right? The character code, the ASCII code of that character at that index. At I is equal to 0, the character code, it will return something. So we will increment them, right, with the locations. Now this is our window side, the start equal to 0 and end equal to s1 dot length. This is our window size, and we will keep this while loop running until s2 dot length, correct, s2 dot length, because sliding s1 on s2, that is why we have to iterate over s2 by sliding s1 length window, right? And we are checking first, just see here, we are checking first s1 data should be equal to s2 data, right? S1 data should be equal to s2 data. Okay, and we will return that true if that happens, right? And why we are joining it, because s1 data is an array, and we can, if we join that array with empty string, that will be a string, that will return a string, and we can check if s1 string is equal to s2 string. Okay, now what we are doing is, let's say we have traveled through cd. In our example, we have traveled through cd. Now we have incremented that start and end, start by 1, end by 1. So our index will be start was 0 and end was 1. We will now 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, our window is incremented by 1. So window is incremented by 1. Window incremented by 1, right? A window incremented by 1. This is same. To move the whole window, we are incrementing the start and end to move the whole window, right? Now the window will be a DB. So we will fill the S2 data. We will fill the S2 data binaries, fill the S2 data, and we will increment. We will fill the S2 data. And what we are doing is here we are decrementing. Why? Because we have already visited C. So we have already visited C. So we are decrementing that with 0, right? So that C might have been, because C and D would have been 1, right? So we have to decrement it because we don't want that. We only need 2 characters because our window length is 2. So we will decrement that, we will make it 0, and again we will increment the next character, s2.charcode.end. So start will be, right, negative, okay, and end will be 1, okay, end will be 1, and we will increment the start and end, right? Start and DB. Again we will move to BA, and we will decrement by this by 0, and we will increment the B by 1, we increment the A by 1, and we will again, and now we will come to the while loop, and we will check if that S1 data, S2 data are equal, then we will return true. And if that happens, in this case, this will return true, and we will get the result. And in the case of if our data is at the end, let's say if our data is at the end BA, right? So we will check at the end of the loop if S1 data equal to S2 data, if our arrays are equal, if our strings are equal, S1, S2 are equal, if they are just identical, this statement will execute in that cases. If we have come to an end, this statement will execute in those cases. And if nothing happens, if nothing satisfies from these, we'll return false. Okay, so now let's try executing this function. Okay, executing this function, which is node permutation in string.js. So why it happened? There must be something wrong, like check inclusion 2. We have to write check inclusion 2, right? Not to worry, these things happen. So it is returning true. Why? Because this we have AB, and this string EIDBAOO contains AB, the permutation of AB, which is BA, right? Now, thank you for watching this video. Hope you have understood something. Hope you have learned something. And if you do, please like the video so it reaches to a lot of people, reaches to the desired people. Okay, and subscribe the channel for more videos like this, and keep watching. Thank you.